Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I'm Sister B, and welcome to Islamic Audio Bytes. Hajj Mubarak. We were planning to publish episodes from our featured read When the Moon Split and some articles relating to the Hijjah and the Hajj. Unfortunately, life has taken over and we have not been able to do so. But we have found a beautiful poem rendered into poetic English describing the amazing journey of Hajj, entitled Al-Hajj Rihlat Al-Khub, which can be downloaded from Islam.net. Let's read. The Hajj, the journey of love, Rihlat Al-Khub, by him whose house the loving pilgrims visit, responding with ihram at the appointed limit, uncovering their heads in total humility, before one to whom faces bow in civility. They exclaim in the valleys, "We have responded to you. All praise is yours, and kingdom too." He invited and they answered with love and pleasure. When they called upon him, nearer came the divine treasure. You see them on their mounts, hair dusty and dishevelled, yet never more content, never happier have they felt. Leaving homelands and families due to holy yearning, unmoved are they by temptations of returning. Through plains and valleys, from near and far, walking and riding in submission to Allah. When they see his house, that magnificent sight, from which the hearts of all creatures are set alight, it seems they've never felt tired before, for their discomfort and hardship is no more. Now the eye of the lover drowns in its stream, it sees through its tears the goal of its dream. Now for Allah, how many tears are issued, each one being followed by a multitude. When the eye perceives the house, its darkness clears, and from the sorrowful heart pain disappears. Vision cannot encompass this beautiful sight. Each glance returns with a greater delight. No wonder at this, for when the Merciful preferred the house for himself, it became most honoured. He clothed it in majesty, a magnificent garment, embroidered it with beauty, a wonderful ornament. The hearts all love the house therefore, awed and humbled in respect and honour. Now to Arafat, hoping for mercy and forgiveness from the One, overflowing with generosity and kindness. Now for Allah is that magnificent standing, like though lesser than the day of reckoning. The irresistible draws near, his majesty manifest, boasting to his angels, for he is the mightiest. My slaves have come to me, so lovingly, I'll be generous and merciful willingly. I have forgiven their sins, to this you are witness, fulfilled their hopes and showered them with goodness. O joyous news, O people of that standing, when sins are forgiven and mercy is spreading. How many slaves are set completely free, while others seek a cure, and heal will he. Now Satan is never known to lose such face. He's blameworthy, rejected, in utter disgrace. For he sees a matter that enrage him must. He flees, slaps his face, and covers it in dust. Such forgiveness he never did see, as granted by the Lord, and such mercy. He built his edifice from every temptation available, till he thought it was complete, unassailable. Then Allah struck his building at its very foundation, so it fell upon him, tumbling in devastation. What worth was his structure, his evil ploy, that he does build and the Lord does destroy? Now to Muzdalifah to spend the night, in the sacred area, then pray at first light. Now on to the great pillar, which they need, to stone at the time of the prayer of Eid. Now to their tents for the sacrifice prepared, reviving the tradition of a father revered. If sacrificing themselves were Allah's demand, they would respond, submitting to the command. They discipline themselves, presenting the head for a shave, bringing humility and happiness to the obedient slave. So when they've removed those natural growths, completed their rites and fulfilled their oaths, He invites them again to visit His house. What honour and welcome this visit allows! By Allah, they visit it in so much splendour, receiving their rewards and plenty of honour. There Allah bestows grace, favour and kindness, showing generosity, mercy and forgiveness. They then return to Mina, each to his tent. Every minute wish is granted and they are content. They stay there a day, then another, then a third. They're allowed to depart early, but to stay is preferred. They stone the pillars daily after the sun's decline with a slogan of takbir in the presence of the divine. If only you could see they're standing there, palms outstretched, hoping for mercy's share. O Lord, knowing as you do that we hope for no one, only you, then grant our wish, O you all-knowing. We pray for your mercy overflowing. When they've reached at Mina all their gains, once more they fill the valleys and plains. To the Kaaba, the sacred house, by the end of the day, to circle it 7 times and then to pray. When departure nears and they are certain that the bond of proximity is about to loosen, that's only a last stand for a final farewell. Now for Allah are the eyes that swell, and for Allah are the heavy hearts that turn into cauldrons of desire where fire does burn, and the passionate sighs whose heat so vigorous nearly melts the lover, ecstatic, rapturous. Now you see the bewildered, perplexed in the throng, while others chant their sorrowful song. I depart, but there remains for you my yearning. My fire of grief is raging and burning. I bid farewell, but longing pulls my reins. My heart is encamped in your eternal plains. No blame today for saying what you feel. No blame for expressing what you used to conceal. That is it for today. I found that poem absolutely beautiful and captures all the stages of the Hajj and the spirituality as well. Please do tune into the next episodes where we will be hearing from you and your poetry. We have had quite a few poems submitted, and in the end we did have to pull names out of a hat. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please do leave your reviews on Apple Podcasts. We are a bit light on reviews and ratings, to be honest, and it all helps with the project. Otherwise, do leave any comments on our Islamic Audio Bytes community on Facebook. As you know, we are also on YouTube, Twitter, and quite active on Instagram as well. As always, the poem's details is on the episode details. Do check it out. It was from islam.net. I hope your day is full of goodness. Assalamu alaikum.